We were all kids once, and a lot of our experiences consist of watching a lot of television, especially during the 90s when kids' entertainment was at an all-time high. One of these contributions came from a network known as PBS Kids, featuring tons of recognizable shows that plenty of people grew up with. Which ones do we think left the biggest impact? Well, sit back, grab some snacks, and let's find out together. Hey everyone, welcome to 90s Nostalgia. Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shows on PBS Kids during the 90s. If you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to 90s Nostalgia, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our countdowns regarding everything 90s. That being said, let's get started. Number 10. Wishbone. Who needs a history class when you have an adorable pooch reenacting important moments in history for us? Wishbone taught us everything we needed to know in the best way possible, which most likely worked better than any classes we took, even if most of it takes place behind the scenes of an everyday life. The best part about it all has to be the adorable outfits he wears to fit the time period and event that each episode is diving into. Number 9. ZOBOOMAFOO. While other people had Animal Planet, a good chunk of us had ZOBOOMAFOO to learn about all sorts of animals.
But I need to be a giant like a giraffe to get those.
A giraffe is really tall, and that helps him eat the leaves from the tall trees.
ZOBOOMAFOO is a lemur who invites all sorts of animals from the wild to help viewers learn all sorts of facts about each one of them with the help of Chris and Martin. It's sort of like watching a wildlife animal encounter series, except less dangerous and more kid-friendly. Number 8. WIMZEY'S house. Think of an educational 90s sitcom, except the characters are monster puppets who face new problems every day. Monsters and puppets living a normal life is nothing new for its time, and some shows we'll showcase later will further elaborate on that. This is usually done so that the characters on screen can be relatable for the target demographic, making it less alienated and easier to learn from. Number 7. Barney and Friends. There was no avoiding this large purple dinosaur no matter where you went or what you watched on TV. Barney and Friends was always a popular kids TV show in the 90s and even the early 2000s, where Barney is consistently helping kids solve their issues through musical numbers, lessons about friendship, love, you get the gist of it. Tons of the songs that became globally known thanks to Barney and Friends still make their way into modern day when you least expect it. That's just how much of an impact this show had. Number 6. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Whether you watched it during the 90s or during a science class as a means of discussing a lesson or topic your teachers were going over, just about everyone has seen Bill Nye the Science Guy, even if it was just once in their life.
T-minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There was no better way to get your daily intake of science and physics, being super fun to watch, engaging the entire way through thanks to its editing and sound design, and easy to understand thanks to a superb host. Bill Nye has since moved on to other things, but he'll always be remembered as the science guy of the 90s. Number 5. The Magic School Bus. Just like Bill Nye the Science Guy, the Magic School Bus was also an unavoidable show for many people, especially during science or biology classes. Speaking from experience. As you'd expect from the name alone, the Magic School Bus teaches us all sorts of scientific facts about the world around us, usually in extensive detail. This is possible thanks to the school bus being capable of doing all sorts of things convenient enough for the students to go on educational adventures. It may not look the best now, but for its time, there was nothing else quite like it. Number 4. Dragon Tales. If you're bored of your life at home and want to explore the world of fairy tales and dragons, look no further than Dragon Tales. This is a world full of dragons. Who would have thought? It took the world by storm during its initial airing, resulting in overwhelming success and a ton of reruns years after. Of course, as you'll see with a lot of these shows, being fun and colorful can always result in being overwhelmingly well received, and Dragon Tales is no exception. Number 3. The Joy of Painting. Is it just me, or is this series insanely relaxing and addictive to watch? The famous Bob Ross teaches his viewers how to paint a variety of things at your own leisure with a ton of imagination to make the painting your own.
Just sort of back and forth. I had a lady in class one time tell me it was like making Z's, the letter Z. She called them Z trees.
Each stroke and color blend is seamlessly and cleverly placed on its canvas, almost making each work of art look so easy, anyone can do it. Yeah, we all know painting isn't the easiest thing in the world, and art can be intimidating for those who are new to it, but Bob Ross is good at making it interesting and a ton of fun to follow along with. Number 2. Arthur. Arthur is a cult classic in many ways, whether it's through its reruns, its current meme culture, and its many external forms of media thanks to its popularity. Arthur features a world of animals that live normal lives just like the rest of us. Each episode sees Arthur and his friends going through the usual stuff you'd see on other TV shows, but what sells this show is definitely its cast of characters and the chemistry between each and every one of them. Each interaction is a perfect recipe for hilarity or flat out drama, though don't expect too much since this is still a kids show after all. Number 1. Sesame Street. The grandfather of live-action puppet shows, Sesame Street features an ever-expanding cast of colorful characters, a good amount that are instantly recognizable, and some even having their own exclusive spin-offs. Things like Elmo's World, Super Grover, or Journey to Ernie are all just segments that branch out from Sesame Street and its variety of fun moments that involve the full cast. There's no other show like it, and even with shows like The Muppets, which gets compared to Sesame Street a lot, it still holds its own effortlessly, especially given that it's virtually impossible to watch PBS Kids and not know what Sesame Street is. Those may have been our favorites, but what do you think? Did you enjoy our list? Which shows did you grow up with? Share them with us in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to 90s Nostalgia so you can keep up with our wide array of countdowns regarding everything 90s. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.